Okay, I think we're done with everything in Sky Holds, apart from the main quest, of course. And what is this now? Special shipments? Ah, yeah, special shipments. I don't think that will be anything new. Also this one, Judgment. But I'm not doing the same mistake as previously to fast travel there, because it will take much longer than actually going there. So yeah, let's go there by foot to take care of it, and afterwards we're gonna check out Varric and Hawke.
How do you know they won't attack here?
I mean, they didn't say it, but it's for certain. It must be Hawke.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
Okay, interesting. Alright, let's see.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging, exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Okay.
Do I really need to oversee even more death? I'm nearly at capacity.
I share your distaste for more bloodshed, but it needn't come to that. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Well, okay, let's see what this is.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Okay, let's see.
This was a surprise. After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with a goat.
What the heck?
Chief Movran the Under. He feels slighted by the killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
You're a chieftain of the Avar. Will your attacks persist?
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son, and I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Don't look at me.
No foul. He meant to murder Tevinters, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
Okay. What is a gibbet? Actually, arm and exile him to Winter is actually a nice thing. That's so funny, I'll take it.
It seems our conflict was accidental, Chief Movran, but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan with as many weapons as you can carry to Tevinter.
My idiot boy got us something after all.
Okay. Do we have more? Oh, we have to do more. Okay.
You recall Gerion Alexius of Tevinter.
Ah, yeah.
Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination on your own life, no less. Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former Magister as you see fit.
Okay.
Remind me, what's the precedent for nearly ripping apart time at the seams?
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Researching magic, imprison him, I'm executing him myself. Want him researching magic? I'm not sure. I think serving Redcliffe's mages would be the best for him here.
You swore to the mages you'd help them. I will have you uphold that promise. Fiona will take charge of you. Any knowledge, favor, or coin you own will go towards the mage's future.
A headsman would have been kinder.
Alright. That was everything? I see. Okay. Ah, and also the soldiers are not standing here anymore, so I guess that's also an indication for that. But now, we're finally done with that. Let's go and meet Varric. To meet... well... I am 99% sure that it's going to be Hawke. Did I examine that already? I'm not sure. News from Thedas. Ah, you can just click on it every time. Okay.
Inquisitor.
I have to get somewhere up. Let's go upstairs here. I should probably mark it as active to be able to see it. Should be somewhere this direction. I think so. We should clean this up here. Yeah, definitely. Alright, just 1 second. Let me see what is inside of here. Oh, it's all still broken down. Anyways, let's talk to Varric then. Oh, I can change this appearance. Use the iconic default appearance or recreate the custom appearance on your champion. I have to do that. Although I will skip this because we've already seen the character creation, so you will just see my champion when she's coming out. And I hope she will look as she looked in Dragon Age 2. We'll see.
Inquisitor, meet Hawke, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawke, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison.
I must say, I think her eyes were a bit smaller, but I didn't want to stray too much because this is a different engine and I don't want her to look very bad. Also the hair, I didn't have the option to get the hair of my Hawke in Dragon Age 2, but it's fine. I chose the most similar. This is just like a little bit longer hair. She has a bit more hair, but it's fine.
Oh, I don't know. You did save a city from a horde of rampaging Kunari.
I don't see how that really applies. Or is there a horde of rampaging Kunari I don't know about?
There's a Kunari. He almost qualifies as a horde all by himself. Fortunately, he's on our side.
So, then, what can I tell you?
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible, but we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
Actually, Varric should know him too, right? Because in Dragon Age 2, we've met Stroud in the Deep Roads, because we needed to save Bethany, and Varric was there. So he must know Stroud.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully, my friend and the Wardens will know more.
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
Oh, is there more we can talk about?
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My sister's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take her as far from Orlais as possible. When all the Wardens started acting strangely, I had to keep my family safe. Meryl is helping Elven refugees who were displaced by the war. I didn't want to take her away from that. Meryl spent enough time fighting for her life with me.
She looks a bit angry like this. Well, I think my Hawke looked a bit more, well, I don't really care kind of thing. So like she gives a shit about everything. This one is more angry. Well, it's not possible to make it perfect, so I'll take her.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
Blondie. Yeah, Blondie, that was Anders and Justice.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus?
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me, and I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's old Tevinter magic, but he was dead, I swear it.
I was there. We played Dragon Age 2, and yeah, he was dead, but I think they hinted at that Corypheus was somehow taken over the Grey Warden woman that we were there with.
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him. Except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Alright, meet Hawke's Warden ally in Crestwood, go to the war table to find the Warden. That is something we can do as well. Alright, then, oh, we have a side quest here with Cullen. Let's do that, and then we go to the war table. We also have a lot of operations to do before we can go on to the next area. Okay. Read. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 5. Okay. Varric's leaving his books everywhere. Okay. Is he upstairs, maybe? I don't see him anywhere. Cullen. He's supposed to be here, but he's not. Maybe it comes after, a bit later, I don't know, because I think he's still sitting down there, standing. Somewhere here, yeah? Yeah, he's still here. Well, in any case, let's do the main quest then. Let's go to the war table. There will be so many operations to do now. Well,
How do you know they won't attack here?
we'll see what we do first, and I mean, the last thing we're gonna do is definitely... Oh, this is where Varric is standing, usually. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do is the ball. Because we also need 30 power for that, so I assume we'll have something. Oh no. That was the wrong door. And I had to wait 2 minutes for the loading screens to go by. Well, I wanted to go through this door. Yeah. And I would like to, yeah. Well, we'll see what we're gonna do first and what last. I will see, and I will tell you once I see it on the war table. Alright, and like I said, a lot of operations. We also have Western Approach, Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts, this is the ball. Then we have Find the Warden.
Nothing yet.
This is Questwood, yes, and so many. Investigate the Frostback Basin. Disaster in the Deep Roads, this is one of the DLCs. What do we have here? The Exalted Plains, Emprise de Lyon. Cost 20, that's a bit later, I guess, for... okay. And, Stop Venatory Activity in the West, also 20. Okay, Western Approach. This is main quest, right? Western Approach, yeah. Okay, friend in Carinus. According to Dorian, while most Tevinter Magisters are not Venatory supporters, they will also not raise a finger to prevent the Venatory from wreaking havoc in the south. There are some, however, who see the cult for what it is, and are trying to expose it. A Magister contact in Carinus by the name of Mevaris Tilani is attempting to introduce a law...
neglect our soldiers' training.
Can we neglect roads? Our allies cannot take the same route through the mountains we did.
Attempting to introduce a law in the Imperial Senate which would see Venatory activity sharply curtailed into winter. Dorian suggests that quiet Inquisition support of Mevaris would be beneficial and ultimately could drum up support from other Magisters fearful of what Corypheus represents. Josephine, I have contacts in Tevinter, although not many. Still, trading a few words could help this Magister a great deal. Liliana, Tevinter is a land where secrets are weapons. Let us arm this Magister against those who would oppose her vote. Let me go for that one.
Let's see what we have.
My Lady Inquisitor, considerable as your support has been, I am saddened to report my motion died on the Senate floor, although I am hardly surprised. My fellows in the Magisterium don't enjoy the thought of having their freedom limited in any fashion. That was, however, hardly the point of the motion. It was a statement that needed to be made, and your support allowed me to make it far louder and clearer than I ever would have on my own, so I thank you. With any luck, this will draw support from those who feel as I do. It will also draw fire from Venatory cultists still in the shadows, but I say let them come. I will not back down in the face of such fools. I'm sending along a few things which I hope will aid your efforts, and we'll see what more I can drum up. Give my love to Dorian. The poor boy is such a hothouse orchid, he must be wilting in the cold. Magister Mevaris Tilani, Upper State Staffblade. Okay. Tevinter Resistance. I received some news from Mevaris. It seems a little resistance has drawn support, just as she hoped it would. Thing is that support comes in the form of idealistic magisters with no real power, while the ones who might see her group as a threat are the true heavy hitters. Reading between the lines, I'd say Mevaris is in more hot water than she lets on. She's crafty, but she could use more help right about now. Or the Resistance might die on the vine. Up to you, but if you ask me, any enemies of the Venatori should be friends of ours. Josephine, the Inquisition is now a force to be reckoned with, even into winter. Openly declare our support for the Resistance. Liliana, allow me to handle this. Eliminate one of her enemies, and the rest will believe she can strike at them with impunity. They will back off. Colin, send some Templars north, disguised of course. Real Templars the sort who can disrupt magic. That should be all the help she needs. Let me go for Liliana. I continue with her because she did the previous quest.
Inquisitor.
The Tevinter Resistance. My agent Tamar reports success. One less despicable Tevinter Magister to worry about. Naturally, the rest of the Magisterium assumes the hand behind the deed was Magister Tilani herself, and she reports they have respectfully backed away from both her and her supporters. She sends her thanks, a box of candied chocolates, and a variety of other useful items. The chocolates are mine, but the rest I pass on to you, Inquisitor Liliana. Alright, you can have the chocolate. What do we have here? Alliances observing the deadlock. It was to be expected. In the wake of so many important deaths and the rise of the Inquisition, several noble houses are attempting to spur their fortunes by crafting an alliance of their own. For now they seem mired in arguments of seniority. It will be a long time before any of them threaten our standing. Josephine, I suggest someone be offered as an ambassador of the Heralds, not the Inquisition, if only to let them know in a non-threatening way that we are watching. Liliana, let them squabble on their own. Poking them at this point is wasted in energy. Colin, I say let them to observe our soldiers' training to show that we are not heretical outlaws. I go with Josephine on this. Despite their intent to craft a political entity to oppose us, these noble families are too embroiled in their own conflicts to even acknowledge us. We have acquired some additional trading partners who are tired of waiting for a winner to emerge. Okay. Alright. Then investigate Hunterfell. Based on the revelation at Haven that Venatori operatives report to a darkspawn believed to be the Magister Corypheus, threat assessment of possible Venatori has been reprioritized as vital. Duke Tithus Pentagast rules the Navaran city of Hunterfell. A former military hero who prided himself on his open-minded attitude, Duke Tithus rules with the help of a secret network of old adventuring companions and possible lovers, as they are all rumored to be beautiful women. Information on the 5 belts of Hunterfell is limited, but they are known to include humans from both Orlais and Ferelden, an elf, a dwarf, and even a Tel Vashav. Known or suspected backgrounds range from respected Mortalitasi or Dragon Hunter to Bard, Smuggler, or even Apostate. We believe one of the 5 bells of Hunterfell is a Venatori agent working to advance the agenda of Corypheus. Josephine, dragon hunting is a noble sport usually. I should be able to find out about this hunter. Liliana, Abat's reputation precedes her, even if she wishes otherwise. I can uncover more about her. Colin, I have friends among the Templars. They might know more about this supposed apostate. Let me go with that. I think Templars should know about it. A letter to Commander Colin with information on the apostate. All I can say for certain about the apostate is that when asked why she had not joined the circle, she declared that the Child of Light was for humans and meant nothing to her. I hope this information helps. Continue investigation. An excerpt from a Ben Hasrath information report. We still have neither race nor background information on the Venatori agent and Hunterfell. The Bells are effectively nobility in the city. Any information about them is protected. We have confirmed that the Tel Vashav, whatever else she may be, is not a mage. Whatever she is or was one of the Duke Tithus' lovers, she now appears to be in a relationship with a smuggler. Josephine, a Tel Vashath cannot hide her reputation easily, no matter how protective she is. Let my ladies ask about her. Liliana, an Orlesian woman in Hunterfell might have a fondness for items from home. Perhaps I can find out what she wears. Colin, let me try to find out more about the Mortalitasi. I think we'll go with Liliana in this case. A letter to Liliana with information on the Elysian. She and the elf are the two members of the Bells who practice magic. She has on occasion purchased exotic dragon-related ingredients from the Tal Vashath, although it is unclear whether the Tal Vashath gets them through hunting or smuggling. Identify Venatori agent. An excerpt from a Van Hasworth information report. All information about the 5 bells of Hunterfell has come back negative. The Tal Vashath is not the bard, the elf is not the Mortalitasi, and the dwarf is not the smuggler. And then addendum. We have learned that the Ferelden is the Venatori agent, but unless we can link her to the specific background quickly, we will lose this lead. We must remove the target immediately to stop Duke Tithus from falling prey to Venatori interests. Josephine, have Ironbolt tell the Ben Hasworth to eliminate the bard. Have Ironbolt tell the Ben Hasworth to eliminate the smuggler. Have Ironbolt tell the Ben Hasworth to take down the Mortalitasi. Oh god. Okay, I don't want to make it wrong. So... Tal Vashath is not the bard, the elf is not the Mortalitasi, and the dwarf is not the smuggler. So it can't be the bard, because the Tal Vashath is not the bard, and we're supposed to kill the Tal Vashath, right? Am I right about that? Tal Vashath is not the bard. The elf is not... Okay, it must be either the elf or the dwarf. Since the elf is not the Mortalitasi and the dwarf is not the smuggler. It's weird. Ferelden is the Venatori agent. Unless we can link her to a specific background quickly, we will lose this lead. Okay, so the Ferelden is the Venatori agent. Okay, but is the elf... Oh, wait. Okay, let me see. Ben Hasworth to eliminate the bard. The bard is not it. The bard is not Tal Vashath. Okay. The smuggler is the elf. And the Mortalitasi... No, I don't know. Okay, we have a Tal Vashath, we have an elf, and we have a dwarf. And we have to get them to a background. Okay, but we know that the Venatori agent is Ferelden. But the Ferelden cannot be... I don't remember the other outcomes now. Don't we have a... I can't go back to the other. So that's difficult. Wait a second. No, I'm stupid. Ben Hasworth is... Ben Hasworth are the agents. And Tal Vashath, those are the ones who are not following the Qun anymore. So they left them. They are outlaws. Okay, but that doesn't help me. That means only that all of them can be it. The Ferelden is the Venatori agent. I don't remember who was Ferelden now. I mean, Mortalitasi. That is someone from Navarra. The dwarf is not the smuggler. Well, the smuggler is the one who is in a relationship with the guy. So I'm not sure. That should be it. I would go for... I'm not sure, actually. Mortalitasi is not Ferelden, that's Navarra. And Smuggler is the one who is in a relationship with the guy. And Ben Hasworth to eliminate the Bard. The Bard is not Tal Vashath. I think I'll go for the Smuggler. Because the Smuggler is the one who's in a relationship with him. I hope that's gonna be right.
Inquisitor.
I think it's wrong. And except from Ben Hasworth information report, the target was eliminated, and as expected, all other targets went into hiding. Duke Tithus did not locate our operatives during his search. Information The Duke found on the corpse revealed the smuggler's Venatori involvement. Duke Tithus has cut off trade with the Tevinter Imperium and is thoroughly investigating his city. Hunterfell is no longer subject to Venatori influence. Oh, that's good. For his request, Operative Ironbull will receive further intelligence reports to continue his efforts. Supplies from Seheron have also been dispatched. Okay, so it was correct. But maybe all of them are involved, I don't know. The Serpents of Navarra. But we can't continue this anymore. Okay. Inquisition agents have uncovered a potential problem in the nation of Navarra. A Tevinter mage by the name of Virelius has recently been noted in the company of King Marcus, and rumors comment on how strange it is for a new advisor to be so closely heeded. There is evidence to indicate Virelius is a member of the Venatori. Having the Navarran king under their sway would give the cult a great deal of power and hinder the Inquisition's ability to operate in the north. Josephine, we should tell King Marcus what his advisor truly is, convince him to see the light. Send an agent to eliminate the advisor as well as his supporters by any means necessary. Wait for this advisor to leave the capital, then send a force to ambush and capture him. Let me go for Josephine.
Let us begin.
Inquisitor, I will admit, when your ambassador first approached me with the claims regarding Virelius, I was unconvinced. Indeed, I did not heed the evidence even when it was presented. It was only when one of your mages, an apostate named Sidoni, managed to drive the clouds from my mind that I finally realized the spell I had been under. Virelius has been imprisoned, and we will be on the lookout for any further efforts by these cultists to infiltrate my nation. Navarra is most grateful. King Marcus Pentagast. Accept. Magister Eyestaff and influence regained. Okay, we only have areas left. Activity in the west. Western approach as well. Exalted Plains. Emprise de Lyon. Contact in the Emerald Graves. And the main quest, of course. And here, a lot of operations. So many operations left to do. But I think we'll continue this in the next episode because we're already over 30 minutes. So I'll see you in the next episode where we will continue with the operations and then we will choose to which area we will go next. So see you then.